Hello everybody and welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. As you can see in the breach, it is pretty bare. That is because we have started a new save file. I asked some people in the last episode if they would like to see a new save file, and the vast majority of you said that you would. So for the first time in quite a long time, we're going to be playing a new save file for the Enter the Gungeon series. I already handled the tutorial because I thought you guys probably didn't want to watch that, and there is a few unlocks associated with it. But yeah, we're going to be trying to unlock everything there is to unlock, and of course, there you go, there's those ones. As you can see, there is plenty of things to see, modded and vanilla. We've got a lot to grab, and we're going to try our best to fill out as much of this as we can possibly fill out. Obviously, it isn't realistic that I'll get everything done in a short amount of time, but we're going to take the best crack at it we possibly can. And I'm also going to make a conscious effort to try and read through the descriptions in terms of the Ammonomicon entries for new things that we find in terms of modded stuff, because I don't really usually do that, and I feel like you guys might want to see like what lore's been written about them, or like just what the item might do for those of you that may not know. And yeah, I think this could be quite fun, so we're going to jump in and do all the pasts and unlock all the NPCs, and slowly but surely progress through the game, as well as going through and unlocking some of the modded unlocks. There is a few mods that we have on that do have unlocks that are modded, so that'll be interesting, and we're going to try and see exactly what we can do. And let's jump into our first run. Let's have a look-see. We're ready to enter the Gungeon. Good. Okay, it is go time. Let's hopefully have a successful first run, and we need to try and build the bullet that can kill the past. I don't remember if you can do that on the first ever run of a save file, but I think you can, so we'll try our best to do that, if I can remember how. It's been a very long time. But yeah, if you guys have anything suggestion-wise or any comments to leave about the new series, please leave a comment. It definitely helps out the videos, as well as subscribe and like if you're new here. That would be super useful as well. Anything that you can do to help out this series and make it go a bit further. I'd like Gungeon to become another mainstay of my channel. Obviously, it always has been, but this, with it being a new save file, I'm definitely into it being kind of more of a prominent series, let's say. Also, as well, with kind of the new thumbnail style we've got going on as well, I'm interested to see how well this does, and hopefully make something out of it. You might also notice the game is a little bit louder. I've increased the volume a little bit, so let me know how that feels. If it's too much, I can turn it down. We also have this here, the safety round. This is a part of a mod that enables you to basically go to all of the secret floors every time. It does a few things to do that. One of them is give you this safety round here, which is a master round that can always be given to the stealth creep on floor 4 so that you can get to the RNG department. It also makes the old crest available on floor 2. It makes it so the water barrels can't be destroyed by bullets on the first floor. And it does a few other things here and there to allow us to go to the custom floors a little more readily, because I thought that'd be more fun, and it would sort of ease some of the progression woes of the difficult parts with going to the alt floors. But this is the musket rifle, a D tier from Once More Into the Breach. Antique musket rifle, thoroughly inefficient, but charged with a sense of bloodthirsty ancient optimism about its potential. Okay, so this is okay, so I'm guessing it's going to be kind of like that little musket pistol in the vanilla game. Actually, I was about to say it, but I bet it's going to have a really slow reload or low damage. You know, this seems really good for a D tier. It's got bouncy bullets, it's got good damage, it's got a fast reload. I'll be honest, for a D tier, this seems pretty darn good. Like, I would say right now we're going to try and extend that ammo. For those of you that don't know, you can actually go leave the room and then come back and shoot the rat while he's trying to take it. This will mean that all adjacent rooms to this one will not will not have the rat come and take that. Oh, we found a new shrine right off the bat. But yeah, so we can go to that room and this room, and it basically means we can just get a little bit more out of that. But yeah, this seems really good. If anything, for a D tier, I would probably make the reload on this a little longer, but I really like the fact that it's got a cool reload animation as well. We can grab that, and let's see what the shrine does. I mean, it's holding some sort of key, and it's a chest head. A shrine to kill clock. Patron god of chests, giving a blood sacrifice effigy may bolster his disciples. Why not? Okay, so chests upgraded. Interesting. Now, I'm guessing that means only for this floor, but there's a potential chance it could mean for the run, but considering the fact that it's only one heart container, I'm going to heavily assume it's only these floors of chests. I'm guessing we can't do... Oh, we can do it again. Okay. I mean, this is a hefty risk for a first run, but why not start off with a little bit of spice and see what we can do? We are going to try our best here, and we might die on our first run. You never know. But why not see what happens? But yeah, this weapon, man, it's good. It is super ammo efficient for the first floor. Obviously, I imagine this thing will probably fall off fairly heavily, but killing a mage in a single hit is really good. We also do have the modded alt floor and new floor as well that we can go to if we'd like. But I'm going to go to the regular alt floors first time around if we get the opportunity this run, just because I want to get the unlocks from there. So yeah, it does seem like this floor's chests are upgraded. We got some sort of bow and arrow, the Titan Slayer, an elegant bow crafted to kill titans on distant world. Despite its masterful craftsmanship, it seems its true power lies with its single magic arrow. Interesting. Okay, I don't think I've seen this before. Typically, I'm not a massive fan of this, but I'm going to imagine with it being called Titan Slayer, there's a good chance it does additional damage to bosses. There isn't a water barrel in this room at the moment, which is interesting. I don't know if maybe it's because it's my first ever run that doesn't spawn until a little later down the line or something. Again, I haven't done a new save file in quite some time, so there's quite a few things that I currently don't know. The additional key there is very, very nice. And what we got here, Table Tech Ignition. Interesting. We've got a key here as well as a prized charm ball. That allows us to attach a charm to our weapon that gives it alternate abilities. It's pretty cool. Or additional abilities, should I say, rather than alternate. This is such a good weapon. It kind of, what it makes me think of is like, do you know the sling from the base games of really good D tier that's good for bosses? This is like a really good D tier that's good for, ooh, hello. Really good D tier that's good for room clearing. So we got the golden disc here. On use, saves the following items from the user's inventory. The player's current gun and a random gun, 2 random passives, a random active item, then the previous save state is loaded. If no save state exists, give the player a random gun and 2 random passives. In 1997 AD Sol, NASA launched the 2 probes, each carrying a record of various aspects of life on Earth. The record was meant to be a way to show the potential future extraterrestrial life, what Earth was like. Unfortunately, one of them ended up in the Gungeon. Interesting. So basically, I can save some stuff that I have now and carry it over to a future run. So it saves the player's current gun and a random gun as well as 2 passives and a random active. So we want to save this until a little bit later in the run because right now we don't have passive items for it to save. But if we use it now, we would get some random stuff. And then I guess that stuff will be saved for the next time we find this. Dude, this thing's also immense against bosses, but we've got to obviously try the Titan Slayer. Honestly, it's okay. So the Titan Slayer's arrow travels back towards us, but I actually think the musket rifle is probably better for the boss at this stage. It's a bit faster firing. Nah, it's not, because this can hit twice. Obviously, we've got to be in line for it to hit twice. But the fact that it can hit twice is pretty great. And when it does big damage. And it also cuts the reload time as well when it does that. There you go, yeah, we hit him on the way back. Okay, that thing's pretty darn good, I've got to say. That thing's pretty darn good. This is the JK. Oh, the floppy little JK. JK's kind of nice, though, we'll take it. And I will take ammo for this bad boy. Okay. Right, this is a really good first floor because of that shrine. That shrine helped us out a ton. I am curious to know what would have happened if I could have upgraded 3 times, though. Would I have gotten a rainbow chest? If that was the case, I really should have waited to get my master round and done that again. But who knows? Right, so let's see if we can find a secret room now. For those of you that don't know, if you walk into a wall and your character continues to do the walking animation, that will tell you there is a secret room. I am thinking one is here. There isn't one there, okay. Okay, I'm actually not too sure where we have one at this stage then. Unlikely to be one in the shop. Unfortunately, it doesn't work on walls that are low because you can't see your feet. Okay, I guess we'll just try here then. There you go. Lovely stuff. I wonder if this chest was upgraded as well. We got a heart container back. Oh, I really wish I'd have gone harder on this thing now. Oh, to be fair, I could have upgraded that chest. I wonder. But yeah, like, these can't be destroyed now, as you can see. Nice little improvement there. Okay, let's go to the next floor. I think we're going to continue to use the musket rifle here because this thing is doing very, very well right now. I know I didn't buy anything on the floor, but I'm trying to save money for the primed primer, which is part of the required items for building the bullet to kill the past. So I wanted to make sure that I had that money available because I almost forgot that that was a requirement. There's a few things that we've got to do that we haven't done in a long time, such as buying the prime primer, as well as other things like doing the rat fight once we do the prerequisites to unlock that, which I don't even remember what the prerequisites for that are. That was a really, really good little room there. That worked out really nicely for us. We'll put the JK as a secondary. JK is obviously not amazing, but it is a half-decent gun that will do fear on reload, so that's pretty good. For those of you that haven't seen the JK before, I'm not really going to be looking at the Ammonomicon entries of the weapons that are in the base game. I feel like most people are going to know those, so we don't have to worry about that too much. Now, unfortunately, it isn't likely that I'm going to be able to afford the Prime Primer here, because it does cost, I think, 110, and I didn't go to the oubliette. But we don't have to do everything on the very first run. That's an unfortunate hit there. So let's not worry about it too much. There's a chest for us, lovely. The ruby bracelet, which is actually a really good thing to get, because I think we can take the ruby bracelet to the blacksmith. Oh wow, that enemy just spawned right on me. Or more accurately, I stood where it spawned. Lovely. Yeah, this weapon is going to carry us. Honestly, it's a good weapon to use on this guy. Oh, I missed. Wow, okay, this isn't killing that guy as fast as I thought it would. The bigger enemies having a bit of trouble. Oh, I see you both. Why can't I hit them? Okay, we got them both. Oh, wait, no, I don't think I got the other one. It's okay, it's okay. I did take some bad damage there as well. The webbing kind of caught me up there. Slightly more tricky room here. Yep, we can roll over those dudes. Okay, the little absorber thing in the middle there is going to take our bullets if they get near it, so I'm just going to throw them back at us at the end of the room. So we just want to be a little cautious of standing near that thing. Got a slightly new visual effect by the looks of it. That looks a little different. Ooh, I love these little ammo things. Really, really cool. This guy deserves a boom, boom, pow. Oh my god, that was close. Lovely. I am loving this musket. That it? Nope. The fact that we're one-shotting some of these enemies is kind of wild. Got a few turrets there. You'll see, if those of you that are new to modded Gungeon, you're going to see a lot of new stuff. Like champion enemies, as you can see here. Some new traps in rooms, new room layouts, new guns, some new enemies. There's a lot and a lot and a lot to look at. We're getting a lot of ammo drops right now. I appreciate that. Okay. I mean, okay, we need a special key for that. I don't know where we're going to get that from. Just going to quickly check this for if it's a mimic. It isn't. And we do have our first NPC here that requires an NPC door key. It looks like the chest room also required an NPC door key as well, which is an interesting thing. I've not seen that before. Maybe that's because it's a new save file, which is the reason I've ever seen that. You have to, like, have the ability to find the NPC keys for that to show up. We are getting very lucky right now with everything. So here's the Prime Primer for 110, and as you can see, the old crest is available here if we'd like to go to the Abbey. But we're going to buy the Prime Primer now. That is the first piece of the bullet that can kill the past. There is 5 pieces, I think. 4 pieces? I don't remember. Is it 1 for each floor? I don't remember. There's like 2 of them that I can't really remember how to get. Oh, this is a good room. We got some, you see these silver, like bronze and silver pots? They can contain money, so need to smash those. And we get ourselves the hot glue gun. So hot glue gun is another pretty good gun. Glues your foes in place and has a chance to set them ablaze. Pioneered by amateur gun crafters and generally considered one of the most painful methods of adhesive application. Great. So we can use this to lock enemies in place. It's actually very good because it works against bosses. So as like a side weapon, it's really decent. Well, I'll show off how that works in a moment. So we've obviously got our crest placement places here if we'd like to go to the Abbey. And we've got another room over here. So, like, let's see. This enemy here. Yeah, there you go. They can still shoot you just fine, but they can't move. So, it works really well for certain enemies and certain bosses. Okay, we cleared out this floor. Surprisingly, we didn't get a key for this. I imagine that means we're going to get a key from killing the boss. But it's actually going to be a really good combo to have the hot glue gun with the Titan Slayer, because we can lock the enemy in place. Great. We can lock the enemy in place and then make sure that we're getting the additional hit from this. Basically, whenever that effect wears off, we can pop another one. And just make sure she stays in place. I should probably lock her near the top of the screen. That'd be better. Oh, what the hell? It didn't reload fully there. Yeah, I'm gonna let her swim around next time. She's not fancy. I mean, to be fair, this isn't a particularly mobile boss, so it's not as important with this boss. But yeah, we'll let her swim up here. There you go. Oh, that was a bad hit. I was hoping to get a bunch of flawlesses this time around, but sadly it's not happening. My bad. Didn't quite get her there. Okay. Yeah, this weapon, this Titan Slayer, it's decent. I'll be honest, I've never ever been a fan of bow weapons in Enter the Gungeon, so oh, that was a I just didn't roll there. Also, it seems to sometimes like not charge if I've just recently rolled or something. I'm not entirely sure. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. That was close. Very close to poisoning myself there. Oh, we got both cell door keys here, nice. And we get ourselves the mustache, which I think mustache is a vanilla item, right? Yeah. Spending money heals us, is it? Let me just go back to that. Yes, I'm pretty sure it's spending money heals us. So we can go back over here and release our friends. Hello, hello. Cool. And then we also have this room here. And honestly, we've got a lot of keys. Let's do this. Ring of Mimic Friendship. Chests will not turn into mimics. Nice enough, I guess. It's not amazing. Okay. We are good to go. In fact, we are not quite good to go. Let's just quickly double check for a secret room. Unfortunately, I really don't know where the secret room is here, so I'm just gonna check some of the usual suspects. Yeah, unfortunate, but we'll go down. And yeah, so the next floor, I believe, is the minecart puzzle. There's an invisible tracks with minecarts on them that we have to ride, if I remember correctly. And then the fourth floor is the invisible pathway that you have to use your bullets to find. Your like casings at the back of your ammo. It's a pretty nifty way of finding out how to do it. But I'm not making much sense, so we'll explain it when we get there. The musket still carries, still one-shotting a lot of these basic enemies. And we don't really yet have passive items that I'd really say are really good to lock into our disc yet. I've been waiting for a time for that disc to kind of make sense, but our passive items at the minute are just okay. Ooh, we got ourselves the Mozambique, and we also got ourselves a synergy for it. The throwaway jerk. Okay, nice. So the Mozambique... Oh, okay, so it throws it on reload. I'm guessing that's what the synergy is, because this gun doesn't normally do that. Mozambique is basically a shotgun pistol that's okay. As you can see, the damage on it is alright. If you hit all the pellets on like weaker enemies, it'll do an okay job. But it's not gonna do a ton. We'll use it for a bit here, though. We can make it work. Got some alarm mushrooms in this room. If you walk into those, it will spawn enemies. A little bit of a treacherous room here, to be honest. We're gonna have to get out the big guns, I think. So it did one-shot that first phase of him, which I quite liked. Okay. Wow, yeah, that was a very difficult room, and there's more to it as well. Wow. Quite like the shooting sound of this gun. Obviously, we've not really used the JK at the minute. In fact, let's quickly just take a look here. Good enough. 1 to the head and 2 to the chest. A solid shotgun pistol. What it lacks in raw power, it makes up for in adaptability. Sporting a multitude of hop-ups and combos with other mutations. That's enough briefing, Cadet. Oscar Mike, ladies. Cool. And we got a bunch of different... It's kind of like a... like the lowercase r, where it's likely to get a synergy. Sorry about that, I got something caught in my throat. But yeah, it's one of those guns where, like, the power lies in the fact that it's fairly likely to get a synergy. And also, it's a reasonably ammo-efficient weapon, to be honest. Roll. Got him. Okay, taken out. Yeah, the hop-up that we have at the minute, the synergy for throwing weapons, really isn't that good. The throw doesn't seem to do much. I don't know if it applies like any status effects or anything, but the damage of it seems pretty bad. Our shop is going to contain, ooh, the Alpha Beam. The Focus. Focus is a decent one. And we've also got the Charm Prize Ball here. One thing that's interesting is if we open the Ammonomicon, it will open onto the weapon that we're currently looking at, which is kind of useful. Especially once we've already discovered it, if we can't remember what it does. Aha, hello, we have the Beggar. So the Beggar here is an NPC where we have to donate money, and our donation goals will give us unlocks. So for this one, we get the Spitballer. Our next donation goal is 10, we'll do that. We got the Scrap Strap. And our next is 20, so let's do 20. And we got Flaming Shells. And I think our next one will be out of our reach. Yeah, next one's 40, so we'll leave that for now. We got a synergy with the Flaming Shells. That's going to be... Okay, I see. Synergy with 2 things we just got given. So the Flaming Shells here adds a spurt of flames to every gunshot. Interesting. Ah, okay. Ah, nice. Okay, interesting. It doesn't actually, like, create fire. It just literally does a spurt. 35 for a prize charm ball. Okay, so kind of we want to be close. Ooh, and it's upgraded the Spitballer into this thing. Got a slightly different sprite to it. Now, I'm wondering if the Spitballer is going to be any good. I mean, it does have 2,000 ammo, which is very nice. It so far seems pretty good. Just a ritual room here. Nothing in it. Damage-wise, it seems decent. I mean, there's shots going literally everywhere. I'm taking some bad damage here and there, but do not judge me for it. Does seem to be missing a firing sound, though, which is a bit strange. I don't know if that's intentional. Probably not. And also, let's have a little look, see what we got going on. So we got the Spitballer, a rolled piece of paper designed by cruel school children to launch balls of spit and more paper at their classmates. Classic. We've also got the Scrap Strap. This handheld gun seems seemingly being repaired at least 4 separate times, but never by an experienced gunsmith. Jamming irregular pieces of metal down the barrel seems to work just fine. So fine, in fact, that you can repurpose the weapon's spent shells as ammunition for other guns. Interesting, okay. So we can replenish ammo in other guns by using this gun, is what that sounds like. I'm intrigued to... Oh, I dodge rolled poorly there. Certainly not the strongest in our arsenal. I really like the fact that the musket's got this little fire thing going on now. It's kind of fun. Okay. Take him out. We just 3-shot that guy. That's bonkers. Another key. I'm just going to quickly go over to my shop here and grab this. And honestly, we can actually get to the next unlock goal with this guy, so why not? We got the shell necklace. Makes any gun into a shotgun. Interested to see how that works. A series of brightly coloured shotgun shells on a string. Upon coming to the Gungeon, less scrupulous travellers were alarmed to learn the Gundead did not possess ears with which to make normal necklace, so they made do. So it says makes any gun into a shotgun. I mean, we'll just pop this down and grab ammo for something. Although realistically, we don't have anything we need ammo for. So, is that going to make me fire a burst of shots? Because that could work really well with this. Oh, yes, it does, baby. Yes, it does. That works extremely well with this. Unfortunately, I poorly timed my usage of that, and I'm probably not going to have it for the boss now, which is a bit of a shame. But that's a fun combo. That's an active that I quite like. We missed the secret shop. This is a shop that is only available if you are quick, if you get there in time. Yeah, so let's see if I can remember how to do this. So we stop this here, and we roll into it. Roll into that. Roll into that. Roll into that. And there you go. Ah, bugger. This is an active item. But I like this. I forgot it was an active. Okay, let's although we've not got great stuff, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna drop a few things on the floor. So let's drop that. Let's drop that. Let's drop that. And I'm gonna select this as my weapon, and I'm gonna pop this. We got the Breagle. And +1 bullets, hell yeah. I dropped those on the floor, by the way. Unfortunately, I will sorely miss you. I dropped those on the floor, by the way, so that the saved passives were the ones that I wanted it to save. We got given the Litchi trigger finger as well in that, which is really nice. Very happy. And then, yes, the Breagle. Fires eggs with varying effects and ammo cost. Reloading with a full clip cycles through the following egg types. Normal with 1 ammo. Fire with 2 ammo. Grenade with 5 ammo. Ice with 2 ammo. Clockwork with 3 ammo. With bear no more, the birds alone amidst the Gungeon walls of stone. Armed with her trusty eggs and beak, she'll help you kill the past you seek. Interesting. So, I can cycle between... Okay, I'm going to go with Grenade Egg. Obviously, I'm going to go with Grenade Egg. I like the way it's got a little indicator on the left here to tell you which egg that you've selected. This seems like it could be a pretty good weapon, though. And we will pair that with the musket, because the musket's still doing well. I do not know what this is a reference to, by the way. I'm sure this is a reference to a game or something that a lot of people know that I don't. But currently, I do not know what this is a reference to. But as an explosive weapon, this seems like a very, very good weapon. Dude, the game has been so generous right now, it's crazy. No mimic? No mimic. The hell is this? This is the Sunderblus. Smashes the... Wait, do we have... Okay, I thought I was going to say if we had a blunderbuss and a Sunderblus. The Sunderblus smashes the ground with extreme force, releasing projectiles in all directions. Slows the user down immensely while charging. User receives double damage from all sources while this is equipped. An ancient artifact created by the first great gunsmith, Lord Kagaflak. It lacks the sleek form and versatility of the modern blunderbuss, instead functioning more like a primitive warhammer, though it doesn't seem to draw the ire of the jammed. Curiously still feels vulnerable while wielding it. Okay. I mean, it's got infinite ammo, which is interesting. I mean, we also take double damage while we're holding it, which scares the bejeebus out of me, especially right now. So I'm probably not going to take advantage of that much. But we'll see what we can do. Right, so boss-wise, I'm actually not really sure what our best gun is. It might be the Breagle with the explosives, to be honest. So I think I'm going to use that. Yeah, this seems very good. I don't want to fire too fast because I'll probably hit DPS cap if I do. Obviously, this is using 5 ammo per shot, so it's going to absolutely chew through ammo. But I think it's worth it. Also, this is a boss that you gain a pretty big advantage from... Can you get... Dude, what? That Claymore was cheeky as fuck. I blanked him to get him away from me, and he just ran at me at lightning speed. There you go. That's an annoying one to miss a flawless on. We definitely should have got it there. But hey ho. And we got ourselves the Colt. We did get a cell door key here, but we didn't get an NPC on this floor. So I don't know if that carries over to the next floor or what. Unsure, but we didn't... Oh, there's another cell door key here, I see. Okay, ammo-wise, we probably want it for this. And we'll crack that open as well. We got ourselves the Autolet. Let's see what the Autolet does. Automatically triggers a free blank upon entering an unvisited room with enemies. That's really nice. Because if that reveals secret rooms, that's actually really good. Any secret rooms in a room with enemies we're going to be automatically uncovering. That's just really nice to have. I quite like that quite a bit. I'm excited. This is fun doing all of this stuff over again. I'm hoping we can get the bullet built this run. I think we should be able to, as long as we survive. I don't have the highest HP, but I did give away 2 heart containers. So that's kind of my own fault. But I think it was worth it to see a black chest and a red chest on the first floor, even if the things that it gave us weren't the strongest. The golden disc is pretty cool, though. That's an interesting idea that it saves what you currently have and carries it over to the next time you find the golden disc. It like has a save state within the item itself. That's an interesting idea, and I feel like if you get the right run, that could be incredibly good to save some stuff for later, because it's not like it saves it by taking it off you. You still get to keep it for that run. It just means you get to get it again the next time you find that. Which could be unlikely. You might not find that thing again for ages. So it's not like crazy powerful. Okay, let's see how the musket's performing on this floor. But yeah, that blank upon entering a room is nice. Yeah, it's still one-shotting people, so this thing's still real good. Is there much that we haven't really used yet? I don't think there is there? Did we look at the thing for the Breagle? Yeah, we did. And yeah, please do let me know what you think about me, like, reading through the Ammonomicon entries and stuff. I realize it's going to make the episodes slightly longer, but those of you that make the mods probably would appreciate them being read and seen, and those of you that haven't played modding or don't have the ability to, I'm hoping will appreciate seeing what some of the things are saying in terms of what they actually do, but also potentially some additional lore that might be given by the modders. Yeah, it really fits this weapon that's got the little fire burst out the front. Kind of like a muzzle flash for this thing. Oh, the smoke deals damage too. Interesting. Did not know that. Okay, I'm going to play this cautiously and slowly. I set that guy on fire, which is really nice. Okay, we're good. Really want to try and keep the health that I've got right now. We get ourselves antibodies, which is a vanilla item that's just going to boost our healing. Pretty nice. Certainly don't mind that. Let's try. I know that I've not got great health, so I really don't want to use this thing too much. I do not have a run that's really built for this thing, but I do want to see how good it is. Okay. I probably need to hit the enemy directly rather than just hitting near them. That was a little bit of a bad showcase example, but honestly, on my first run, that thing scares me. If I had armor or more health, I feel like I'd be a little bit more okay with using that thing, but for right now, I'm a little spooked by it, to be honest. Okay, this is a pretty awful room. As you can clearly see, there is a lot of stuff in our way here. These little bells here all destroy and shoot out shots. We actually got away with not destroying many of them, though. Ow! Did not see that shot coming in. Dude, this musket's crazy. This thing should definitely be at least B tier, I think, in its current state. I think if I was to change this thing, obviously, you don't need to nerf everything. If you want to have a strong D tier, that's absolutely fine. But if this thing were to ever get nerfed, I think literally all I'd do is just give it a longer reload. Because, historically, obviously, these guns were not easy to reload. They did take a while, so just giving it a longer reload, I think, would balance it out quite nicely. Because I actually think it is fitting that it is strong in terms of the amount of damage it does. Oh, we got a mega jammed enemy there. If an enemy that's jammed becomes jammed again via some various means, such as those enemies, it'll become double jammed, mega jammed, over jammed, however you want to put it, and it will like become black and like a bunch of shadowy effects will come off it. Okay, a bunch of shadowy effects will come off it, and then okay, here we go. We found it. It'll do that little effect that you saw when you when it dies. Yeah, so this is the way. I don't know if this is the intended way to path this, but this is the way that I learned how to do it. You basically fire until the bullets fall into the abyss. And it gives you a trail of where to go. It's a little bit tedious, but it gets the job done. Of course, I feel like most people the first time they did this just waited till they got flight, not knowing how to actually do it properly. It takes quite a bit of time, but of course it is worth doing. it's actually, I mean, it's pretty easy considering we have the infinite ammo pistol, of course. Always makes me worried, like, how close I am to, like, whatever edge there is. There you go. We got it. Nice one. Good, good. I'm glad I remembered how to do that. I was a little worried that I wouldn't remember how to do that. Oh, we got the cell creep here. Hello. We wanted to go to the RNG department, but we are not going to do that this run. We'll save that sort of stuff for later down the line. Any more for any more? I want to try and get close to enemies a little bit so the smoke and fire will deal a bit of damage. But it's a little bit risky. Zombullets isn't particularly good. I will buy a key, however. I might come to regret that if there's stuff on this floor. Ooh. This is an interesting one. So this is a shrine that will basically attach one of our guns to rotate around us and fire at enemies. It will cost us a heart container. I'm going to not do this until I beat the boss. If I beat the boss, like flawlessly is what I mean, then I will consider that. But right now I don't want to consider it because my health is not good enough. We killed a raccoon there. Especially when I'm taking damage like that. That was abysmal damage to take. Oh, that was even abysmal. Scary times. You hadn't quite spawned in yet, you cheeky bastard. I think what I'm going to do here, actually, is I'm going to quickly go back to the cell creep, and I'm going to sell a few things off and buy some HP. Let's take a little look-see. So the JK... The JK isn't really doing it for us. The Mozambique isn't really doing it for us. The Colt definitely isn't doing it for us. And I think I'll keep everything else, to be honest. I think everything else has its place. But it puts us up to a position where we can buy some health if we need it. Of course, I'm not going to buy it yet. There might be an NPC selling stuff on this floor, so I don't want to waste my money if that's the case. Where you at? Auto, by the way, as well, could be really good if we get an amulet, like Amulet of Fire, that's going to do fire damage to all the enemies when we enter a room. It'd be really, really good. Obviously, we don't have anything like that right now, but if we did, it'd be cool. Okay. A little bit of a bad shot on my part there. Game has been reasonably generous to us at the minute. Ooh, I say that right as we get a black chest. Amazing. And we also got this chest room again that's got the casing pots in it. I'm just looking for the sparkles wherever I can see them. We got ourselves the pillar rockets. This thing is quite strong. Fires vengeful effigies under your command, inhabited by the soul of the ancient Gundead heroes. Nice. I think that'll be our boss killer, don't you? We'll keep that in our back pocket. Okay, we've not got anything else going on this floor. We're likely to get a flawless, but I'm going to buy half a heart, and luckily mutagen, or whatever it's called, antibodies, healed us for full. That was really nice. Is there any passive items we want to get rid of? I don't think so. Or maybe it was that, actually. It could have been the mustache that healed us. I'm not entirely sure. But buying health from shops right now is pretty good for us. Okay, so this thing's our clear winner here. And we'll probably keep that as a backup. I can't... Is this a charge weapon or not? I'm unsure. Now, unfortunately, this guy's not going to be super easy to flawless. Because with this setup we got going on, there's not... Okay, I think these rockets fire bullets as they travel, you know. Unfortunately, it's not very easy to see with all this fire coming out of our gun. Wow, we did it. Okay. Yeah, the bullets do indeed fire... The rockets do indeed fire bullets. Cool. We did indeed get a flawless, so I will go... I mean... Now that I've got that gun... should I stick that on here? Because it's not a charge weapon, is it? No, and they follow I command. I don't know why I fired twice there, my bad. I think I'm going to stick this thing on it. Remove 2? Is that because it's S tier, though? That might be because it's S tier. That's removed 2 as well. Okay, yeah, it is because it's S tier. Okay, so in which case I'm probably going to do the glue gun then, because the glue gun gives us, like, you see it'll travel around and fire enemies. This will basically passively lock enemies in place for us, which is quite nice. We also got the messenger here. Let's take a look at what the messenger does. Did we ever look at the entries for these? I don't think we did. These ingenious shells were created by attaching a primer directly to an open flame. Why didn't we do this earlier? Automatically triggers free blank, the end product of using science to reverse engineer the strange and esoteric elder blank. Nice. Okay, yeah, let's take a look at this. Trigger fires on press and on release a high-action coach gun used by postal messengers of the Gungeon region in order to transfer parcels safely. I've had this before, it's pretty good. Yeah, so if this works the way I'm hoping it'll work, the hot glue gun floating around us, oh hello, the hot glue gun floating around us will freeze enemies in place. I'm gonna buy the blunderbuss here just because there is a small chance that it has a synergy with the Sunderbluss. I didn't think it would, but there was a chance and I had to try it. If you're wondering who this guy is, by the way, this is Rusty, and he will sell you bad items. Literally, his entire purpose is to sell garbage. It's a pretty cool idea, because of exactly why I bought this, because they're kind of synergy magnets. I kind of wish I had an extra thingy for that, you know, an extra heart container to make that work. That would have been really good. I mean, I could have risked it, but I think going down to the last floor with only 3 hearts is as low as I'm willing to go. I feel like I can do it, but I wouldn't want to try going any lower, especially on the first run when we are so close to building the bullet that can kill the past. I feel like having all of those pieces means that we should really just stick true and try and build it. Now, I will say one difficulty we have here is this floor does have a lot harder rooms with mods installed. There are a few mods that add new enemies and new rooms to this floor. Some of which are very difficult, some of which are puzzle rooms as well, so we may see a spike in difficulty that we wasn't expecting from vanilla here. So as you can clearly see, I did lock a weapon, an enemy down there with our hot glue gun, and we'll continue to see that happen. I think the hot glue gun fires when we reload, maybe? I can't remember. Nice. This is this room. I'll deal with a hand first. Cool. Oh my god. Okay, I need something longer range. I can hear you summoning again, my guy. He managed it. He got the summon off. So I actually don't know if the hot glue gun is working as a float around weapon. I've not seen it lock anyone down yet. I saw it apply the like the grey filter onto an enemy that's supposed to be locked down, but I'm pretty sure they were still moving, so I don't know if this is quite as good as I was hoping it would be. We'll get out our bird as well as our secondary here. Extra blank there is fantastic. We are going to want to try and save our money here for buying health if there's any available. Armor or red health would be really nice. My hammer here is doing its job, but we're luckily able to stay out of its way. We are nearly out of ammo with this thing. We used 2/3 of it already. Slightly more difficult enemy here. You see the baby dragon there. Kind of a cutie. But not exactly easy by any means. We also got a corrupted one down there. That's a champion version. Nice. Oh, we got a turkey. Turkeys drop ammo. Or a random spawn, same as the little trash panda fellas, little raccoons. Honestly, I think we'll take it for this, just because that weapon is definitely going to carry us through the dragon fight. It's actually a really good room clearing weapon because the rockets fire bullets, but I'm still going to use it for the boss because it did a very good job against the boss. It would have been really, really good with that shotgun amulet, like shotgun necklace we had. Would have been really, really good with that. Lots of money in this room. It's really nice for buying HP. That's all I'm thinking about. Muscle relaxant, I believe, is an accuracy up, which is really nice. That's going to be quite useful. In fact, probably be really good with the messenger, to be honest. Hello. We found a secret room off the back of that. Funnily, these critters count as enemies, so it still did a blank. We got Baby Good Hammer. We got the Haplon, which I've not seen before. We got the Squire. This is the familiar saleswoman. She will always sell you familiars. Baby Good Hammer is very, very good. So if I can afford it, I might buy that, but I'd rather see my shop before I do that. And here we go. There you go. Give the ruby bracelet. Can't believe I managed to do that on our first run. There you go. You guys have seen all this text before. I'm not going to sit here and patiently read through all of this. Okay, we only need one more now. Do you know what? I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to buy the Baby Good Hammer instead. Although, actually, saying that, the armor does carry over to the past, so maybe I'll actually buy the armor. You know, that's probably a better idea. I should have maybe saved it until after the boss, but hey-ho. Right, we got this, and we got this. This is a new enemy. I do not know what this guy's about to do, so forgive me if I get hit by him. Cool guy. So we have found our boss. We're just looking for one last chest. Gun Muncher. Gun Muncher. I will throw in this, as well as with the Scrapper as well. And we get ourselves the Albaline Kid BB gun. Albaline? Abeline? Has a 1% chance to critical hit, dealing 20 times damage. Its effects, chance to trigger, increase 5% for every bit of coolness you have. Currently our coolness is at 0, so that doesn't help. While this children's toy may seem unassuming at first, it has been said that in the hands of an unknown lucky Gungeoneer, it turned even the largest foes into puddles of blood on the ground. A cool idea. A cool idea. I like interesting D-tier weapons that have a bit of a twist to them. It's always fun. Now, we really, really don't want to take any damage on these next few rooms, because I technically have no reason to go to these rooms other than for myself. I'll be honest, I really don't like this situation we've got ourselves in here with this guy. I feel like I could easily get hit by this. I'm going to try and bank a shot off the wall here and see if I can get this to work. And we did get ammo for this as well if we want it, which I do. Yep. Okay, so this guy's actually jammed, I believe. He actually collected one of the puffs of smoke from the barrel of my gun off of me and threw it back. So that's an enemy puff of smoke there that I imagine will damage me. That's kind of funny. Oh my god. That was savage. I did not see that coming at all. That is unfortunate. Okay, well there's the armor that I bought gone because I played like a rube. That's unfortunate. On occasion, this thing like... Whoa! For some reason, I completely missed those shots coming towards me. On occasion, this thing seems to not need to reload, and I'm not entirely sure why. Who's left? Oh, there's a dude stuck over here. Right, Chess, you better be worth it. We got ourselves the alien nail gun. Fires nails that extract DNA when dealing the fatal blow to enemies. Charging the gun while in combat consumes a full clip of ammo to assemble a replicant enemy from DNA. Replicants are invulnerable, have no collision, cannot be harmed. Cannot harm the player, sorry, with projectiles or contact damage, and dissipate when combat ends. Reloading with a full clip cycles the extracted DNA sequences. Having arrived on Earth en masse in a strange meteorite, this gadget launches fingers that quickly retract on impact to physically scrape the DNA off of recently deceased life forms. Unbeknownst to Gungeoners, the meteorite was actually an intergalactic standard waste bin, and this eons-old prototype was discarded after the inventors discovered light-based replicators were cheaper, faster, less convoluted, and ultimately less weird. That's a cool like description. So I can hit enemies in order to basically create an enemy from them. It's kind of a cool idea. Oh, what the hell was that about? I'm gonna try it in this room here real quick. I'm not entirely sure how this works. Right, let me just go back to it a second. Charging the gun while in combat. Okay. I didn't charge it while in combat, so that's my bad. Oopsie. Right. Let's quickly see if we can afford one of your little critters, although I don't believe we can. Yeah, 73 was the minimum, wasn't it? Anything much else in here that might be of use to us? No. Okay, boss time. I think we're probably going to use this thing with a side of this thing. This one could probably run out before the boss is over. So realistically, we actually don't want to hit it with the rocket straight away. We want to keep them in suspended for a bit. Yeah, keeping them suspended for a little while just allows them to fire at the enemy. I didn't realize that that guy survived. Kind of surprised that didn't finish him off, but there you go. Nice. Okay, now will this thing be good for the heart, do you reckon? I think it will. I think this will be a good thing for the for killing the heart. Now, can I flawless the dragon here? Because I feel like this is always an attack phase that I fuck up when I really shouldn't. Nah, it's not going to work because they're not even firing at the heart, look. Idiotas! They're firing at the body, not the heart, so that didn't work. There you go, we got him. Very good, very nice. Grab that. Back over here. Boom. Lovely stuff. We got the bullet that can kill the past. Now let's go kill our past. The Marine's past isn't too difficult. I can't guarantee that I'll get it first time here because it has been a long time since I did it. I don't remember it exactly, but I feel like I have a very good chance at beating it first try. I'm still gonna walk around this even though I can't go to bullet hell yet because I don't have it unlocked. It's just natural. Here we go, here we go. Give me that gun. To the past we go. As I said, it's been a long, long while since I've gone to the pasts. So forgive me if I'm terrible at it. I think the only one that will genuinely take me more than one attempt is the bullets. I'm very bad at the bullets past, but the rest of them I should have a decent chance at beating first try. I'd say like 80% chance. It's like I feel like I've got the skill, just not the familiarity. I do like the fact that this one you start with an actually good weapon. I also love the fact that this one's a Doom reference. It's really cool. There's a few of his attacks that I remember being particularly gnarly. This is mainly one of them. And, excuse me, well, okay, this is already going terribly. I keep getting hit by poison that isn't there. There's no poison on the floor, but I keep getting poisoned. Is that me being stupid or what? Like, there definitely wasn't poison on the floor, right? Just remember I've got blanks. The shit monkeys. They're meant to be imps, but they look like pieces of shit with corn in them. I'll be honest, if any enemy in Gungeon could use a resprite, it's these guys. They look hilarious. So I know that there is an attack he does. Oh, that was a terrible roll. I know there's an attack that he does that does have poison. What's the fuck's going on with the... Okay. So, we did unfortunately die. I did say there was a chance. But I'll be honest, that's not the death that I was expecting because there was poison on the floor. I mean, you can see it in the shot. There's clearly no poison there, unless there's something I'm missing and it was really obvious where the poison was. But I don't think it was. Either way, it's unfortunate we did lose our first one there. But either way, I hope you guys did enjoy this, and we will attempt that again in a future episode. See you guys in the next one.